Hi everybody and welcome to Figure Fit's Power Hour. I am so happy to be able to give this to you today because this is one of the things that I teach in my yoga school about how to really get out of your head, get into your body, and unite your mind, your body, and your soul. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing here in this practice. It's going to be broken down into 3 parts. It's going to be a little bit of yoga just to help you stretch, to get out of your head, get into your body. And then we're going to sit and we're going to do some deep breathing exercises. And these are meant to focus your mind. And then we're going to go straight into a meditation and a visualization to help you really create the mindset, the focus on what it is you do want for your life. This is the most important work that you will do in your entire day, is to really set your mind, unite your mind, your body, and your soul for what it is you do want. So let's get started. All right, guys, come onto a yoga mat or just come into any comfortable area where you can move around freely. The reason I am not wearing a shirt over my sports bra is because when we get into the deep breathing part, I want to show you how to move your abdomen and how to breathe into your belly, because that's going to be a really important part to learn how to breathe correctly so that you can focus your mind. All right, I'm going to set a timer, and when this timer ends, we're going to move into the second part of our session. So let's get going. All right, you guys, so go ahead and come onto your mat, and we're going to inhale up. And we're going to exhale. We're going to fold all the way down, bend the knees, let your head hang, and just go ahead and drape your body here. Shake your head no. My hamstrings are really tight. I don't know about yours, but just take a moment to stretch and breathe, releasing your body, your hamstrings. All right, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to step all the way back with the right leg into a runner stretch. Reach all the way back. Make sure that your left leg is at a 90-degree angle and that your hands are on the sides of your foot. And step all the way back. Make sure that right leg is all the way back. We're opening our hips here with this one. Make sure you keep your core engaged. Keep reaching out through the crown of your head. And I'm going to have you step that left leg back to meet your right leg. This is called plank pose. And now you're going to put your knees down for this first chaturanga. This is important to start to build up the strength in your arms and your shoulders the right way. Release down. Inhale up to a little baby cobra. Let your back do the work. And then push through your hands, come back up, and exhale back into downward facing dog. All right, right leg to the front. If you need to help it, go ahead and grab that ankle and help move that foot forward. 90 degrees on that front leg as well. Reaching back through that left leg. As you can hear my breath, so should your breath be audible. You should be able to hear it. This is called ujjayi breathing. Breathing fully, deeply. Let the breath help you stretch and relax. The breath is connected to your central nervous system. And as you begin to relax and breathe deep, your body will relax as well, and so will your muscles. All right, so we're going to step forward with our left leg, come into our forward fold. And you guys, that is one round of sun salutations. Notice your hamstrings. We're going to do this a couple more times, a little bit more work. You'll see how those hamstrings start to relax. Roll up nice and slow. Inhale. And arms overhead. Pull the tailbone down. Lift up, look up. And again, we're going to fold through heart center, come all the way down, bending the knees if you need to. Relax, release. Deep exhale. All right, we're going to add in half forward fold. This is called Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. That's the Sanskrit name is Ardha. Ardha means half. Uttanasana means forward fold. Now here, you got to put your hands either on the shin or above the knees. That back needs to be flat. Lift up and reach out through the crown of your head. And exhale back down. Breathe. Soften, relax into those hamstrings. All right, again, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to step back with our right leg. We're under stretch again. This time, if you notice, I'm putting my left arm inside the left leg. And that's because the chest gets in the way. So ladies, you can always do that. Now I'm going to go deeper into that hip. So I want you to put that right knee down. Lay those right toes flat. Drop into your pelvis. Breathe. Take the toes, tuck them under, ground through your hands, step that left leg back to meet the right leg in plank pose. You can modify again, putting your knees down. Chaturanga, those elbows need to come squeezed into the side of the body. Hover here at the bottom, release. We're going to go into a baby cobra again. We want the back to do the work. Now put the hands down, lift up halfway. Elbows are snugged in, shoulders pull down your back, and tuck your toes. Exhale back, down dog. Big exhale. Push those heels down. Lift through your sit bones. Open up your palms. All right, we're going to look forward and step the right leg to the front. 90 degrees on that front leg, as you can see right here. And you can bring the arm inside the leg, reach out through the crown of your head. I'm going to again drop that back knee down, really get into the hips, get into the quadriceps. You can lay those toes flat, drop into your pelvis. Big breath. It's important just to breathe, you guys. Just relax and breathe and let your body soften. Okay, we're going to step out of this and release down. Notice those hamstrings. How are they feeling? Mine are way better from when I began. Let your head hang. You can bend one knee, drop your forehead down towards the straight leg. And you can straighten that leg. Switch, bring the forehead down towards the other straightened leg. All right, bend your knees, take a big breath in and roll up. Hands to heart. Notice how you're feeling. Just breathe gently. Take a full body scan. We're going to move a little bit deeper into the body. Release your arms up overhead. Big breath in. We're going to exhale into a chair. A little power position here. Start to activate the muscles. Start to warm up the body. I like to bring my hands down to my chest to really work my core better. Tuck your tailbone. Pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. Lift your sternum up. Engage your core. Bend the knees even more. Sit back into that chair. Lift your toes. Core is engaged. Good. Okay, release. Exhale. We're going to inhale to our flat back. Ardha Uttanasana, right? Remember that? Exhale back down. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to step back. We're going to put our foot down this time, that right foot. I want you to make sure that right heel is out more than the toe, so that leg is internally rotated. Now, engage your core, lift up. You're coming up for warrior 2, just like this. Shoulders are pulling away from your ears. Your front leg is bent. You should see that front big toe, and that's about it. Okay, we're going to reverse our warrior. Lift that left arm up. Right arm can come down. Okay, come back up. I'm going to have you windmill down to the floor. Step back to plank pose. This time, if you want, you can do a full chaturanga. Shift forward under the tippy toes. Exhale, hover, release. Inhale up to cobra. And exhale back to down dog. Look forward, step the right foot to the front. Put the left heel down, windmill up. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Stretch the sides of the body. Good, come back up, warrior 2. Windmill down to the floor. Step back to plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Release. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to have you do one more standing pose for your inner thighs. We're going to look forward. Step the left leg to the front, put the right heel down, come up for warrior 2 again. Now, have you straighten your front leg. Back foot can be straight with the mat. And I'm going to have you reach your arm forward like this. And then hinge. Take your hand to your shin. Or if you have a block, you can always put your hand on a block. The shin works out perfectly well. Take the top arm up. Now start to rotate your navel up to the ceiling. Look up to the top hand. Breathe. If you can't get that left leg straight, that's no problem. You can come up a little higher, but never push on your knee. Just try to lengthen out through your spine. You can look up, you can look forward or down. Good. Come back up to warrior 2. And windmill down. Step back to plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Release. Inhale, baby cobra. That works your low back. And if you sit a lot, you need to do that. Push up to cobra. Cobra works your arms. Cobra builds your strength for doing chaturanga. Okay. Exhale back, down dog. And down dog becomes our resting pose. If this is hard for you, come to your knees and come to child's pose whenever you need a break. There's a lot of times in my practice when I just prefer child's pose over downward facing dog. Depends on the day. Okay, look forward, step the right foot to the front. Come all the way up, warrior 2. Okay, we're going to straighten that front leg for triangle. Now don't hinge just yet. You have to lengthen your spine first. So reach forward all the way, as far as you can with your spine, with your arm. Hinge. And then get your placement, and then start to rotate your chest up towards the ceiling. Okay, back up to warrior 2. And we're going to windmill down to the floor. Step back to plank pose. Shift forward. If you guys are looking for a relaxing practice, just put your knees down every time and release. All right, baby cobra or cobra. And exhale back, child's pose. Take your elbows together and your hands together. Bend the elbows. Bring the thumb to the center of the upper back. Stretch. Okay, go ahead and release your arms and come back up to tabletop. Take a big breath in, drop your belly down. And then as you exhale, round your back. Tuck your tailbone. And do that again. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Okay, come into hero's pose. Right here on your knees, because you are all heroes. You are all warriors. This is hero's pose. All right. We're going to stretch the tops of the legs. I want you to take your hands right behind you. And if you need a block, you can always put a block underneath your hand. And what we're going to do is place our hands right underneath our shoulders. I want you to press your chest up and open. Tuck your chin. This is a great stretch for your forearm and your chest. All right, now what we're going to do is start to tuck your tailbone and take your sit bones off your heels. Lift up. Keep your chin slightly tucked. Good. Relax. Release down. Walk your hands forward. Have a seat. We're going to get prepared for our breathing exercises. So I'm going to have you guys come around into what's called Baddha Konasana. Wide leg here. Grab your knees. Lift your chest. This is not about pushing the knees to the floor. This is actually about lifting the low back out of the pelvic region. And lift up through your chest. Those legs will fall as they're ready to fall, okay? Now start to just fold yourself forward. Breathe into this. Keep your shoulders broad. Don't fold, don't round your shoulders just yet. Keep your sternum reaching. And now begin to tuck your chin and drop your head. Fold down, fold into it. Come on up, lift up. Lift your knees. Take your legs out in front of you. Press down on your hands. Spread those toes open. Okay, I'm going to have you bend your knees. We're going to take your right heel down by your left glute. And you're going to switch. Take the other leg on top. And if you can't get the legs to lay flat like this, just take the front leg right out in front. And that is totally okay. The key is to have both sit bones grounded on the floor. Okay, so if you can walk this over, you can always pull the legs in opposite directions. I want you to really focus on getting that sit bone down. Don't overdo it. Don't overstretch. Okay, lift up nice and tall. Breathe. That's the most important part here. So you guys, this pose in particular is wonderful for those of you who have tight glutes, who maybe run, who maybe do deadlifts, squats, and things like that. This is going to stretch your glutes, your piriformis. That's one of the tiny, tiny muscles deep down in the gluteal area, underneath the gluteus maximus. And that is one of the muscles that pushes up against your sciatic nerve and what gives people sciatic pain. So this is a very important stretch. All right, so that's the legs. Now, I'm going to have you add on the arms, okay? Now, whatever leg you have on top, we're going to put the opposite arm up. So take your arms to a T. You're going to take one arm up. The opposite arm is going to go down, thumb down. You're going to bend it like this, and you're going to bring it behind your back. And the back of the hand is on your back, and you're starting to press that hand up your back. And let me turn so you can see. This top hand drops down. And if you can't grab your fingers like this, you can always drop a belt from the top hand down to the bottom and just bridge that gap by holding a strap. Okay, I'm going to get back into my stretch. Get this big, deep stretch here. Now, don't let that top arm push your head to the side. And that's the arms. And this is the legs, and this is a phenomenal stretch. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can fold. And come back up and release. Shake it out. Roll out those shoulders. Unravel the legs. And take the legs out in front. Just give yourself a little massage. And let's switch sides, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side. Put your other leg down underneath. Other one comes up and over. Push them in opposite directions. Get grounded in that sit bone. This is a big one. Breathe into it. Start there. Start with your breath. Always. All right, arms to a T. Whatever leg's on top, the opposite arm goes up, up. Bottom arm goes down. I don't think I did that right last time. Nope, I didn't. So I'll do it right this time, okay? I'll do it. I'm doing it wrong. Oh well. Usually it's opposite arms, really opposite arm is up. But it's okay. Lift up, nothing's perfect, right? That's part of life. Letting go, surrendering to what isn't perfect and allowing life to be. Lift up, exhale, fold, and just keep striving, keep doing what you know to do. Good, that feels so good. Release. Inhale, come back up. Release your arms slowly. This is such a big stretch. And shake it out. Okay. You guys, we're going to move on to the second part. This is the breathing part. And this is going to be focusing exercise. And I'm going to actually walk you through different parts of your body. And we're going to do about 7 rounds of breathing, and then we're going to meditate. All right, you guys, this is part 2. This is your breathing exercise. This is going to be the most important thing that you can do to really begin to focus your mind and start to get a handle on your habits, and also creating the mental landscape of your mind that's going to give you and bring to you the life that you want. Because if you can't control your mind and you can't control your emotions, then you're going to be all over the place. So this is one of our tools that we use to help us, okay? All right, you guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to come onto our backs. You can have a little tiny pillow. You can bend your knees, but you're not going to fall asleep, I promise you. All right, because you're going to be doing. All right, so I'm going to do this with bent knees, and I'm going to come all the way down onto my back. And we're going to start off with going through the chakra centers. So what I'm going to have you do is you can put your feet a little bit wider. Your knees can drop in together. You're going to place your hands just right here down on your abdomen. First chakra center is right at the pelvic floor. The second one is your sacral chakra. Then at your navel, you got your solar plexus. And then at your heart, we've got our heart chakra. Then we have our throat chakra. Then we have our third eye chakra. And then we have our crown chakra. So this is a way for us to move the energy and awaken the body and just get our life force moving in throughout our entire body. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes. This is a holotropic breathing technique where what we're going to be doing is breathing in and we're going to just 2 inhales, 1 big exhale. And if you get dizzy at all, you can open your eyes and focus. You can I want you to really try to stick with it. And if anytime you're getting really dizzy or you feel like you're about to faint, then obviously I want you to stop. But chances are you're not. You're just not used to it. So just keep going, breathe through it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just guide you. So get comfortable. Feel free to close your eyes or focus on something. Take a big breath in. And a big exhale out. Do that again. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to do this for about 30 breaths. And we're going to go. Take a stop, breathe. That's the first round. That's our root chakra. So I was doing that through my nose and exhaling out my mouth. You could do both. Inhale twice through the mouth and 1 big exhale out the mouth. Just want you to get used to using your abdominal muscles to help you push the air out and pull it in. Okay, we're going to move up to our sacral chakra. Let's begin. Keep big breath. And exhale out. Notice how you feel. All right, I'm moving up to our solar plex chakra. This is your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your worthiness. Breathe fully into your hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving up to your heart chakra. Inhale fully. Exhale out fully. Again, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, exhale, breathe fully. There's nothing about this breathing technique that is perfect. It just helps you to focus. Sometimes you can get high on your own breath, and you might even start to feel that way right now. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, we're moving up to our throat chakra. You guys, the throat chakra is all about speaking your truth. Knowing that you have the right to speak your truth. Knowing that you are worthy to speak your truth. Owning your truth. All right, big breath in. Relax, big breath in. And big breath out. Feel how that feels. I'm getting tingly. My limbs are getting tingly. I feel like I'm about to float. Big breath in, big breath out. Moving up to your third eye, right between your eyebrows. Big breaths. Inhale, exhale. Relax. One more round. This is now moving on to the crown of our head, our crown chakra, our intuition, our guidance from the divine. Now all your chakras are open. Allow yourself to fully recognize how you feel, being open to this divine flow of life moving through you. Let's go. Inhale through the nose or the mouth. Exhale out. Big breath in. Exhale. Okay, relax your legs. Relax your body, you guys. I'm totally numb. My body feels completely numb. Take a moment to just let this happen. Focus on it. Breathe into it. Let your whole body relax. Let your whole body begin to soften. This is where we have mind control. This is where we have emotion control. This is where we begin to control our habits, our mind, our focus, what we want. Breathe into this, relax. Now let's meditate. I want you just to clear your mind, and when a thought comes in, return to your breath. That's all. Okay, you guys, because I don't want you to fall asleep, I'm going to have you roll over for our meditation. We're going to sit up in a comfortable seated position. Oh, hello. You might be lightheaded like I am. That is the power of breathing exercises. They really, really get you into your body, calm you so, so much. Okay. Close your eyes. We're going to prepare for meditation. Get into a comfortable seated position. And all we're doing here is we're going to focus on our breath. And I'd like you to also, when your mind gets distracted, or you can focus on either your breath or your breath and this mental mantra. And the mantra today is going to be, I am divine, or God lives within me. One of those two is what you're going to repeat all the time, just in your brain. The divine lives within me. The divine lives within me. The divine lives within me. So when your mind wanders, you come right back to that thought. Or you can say, I am love. I am wealthy. I am abundant. Whatever mantra feels good to you, just repeat that. Okay, you guys, for the goal of your meditation is for you to stay in it until you get to that place where you feel a disconnect from your body. So you should sit up against something, a wall, or you can even do this in a chair, but just don't do it lie down, because the moment you get that disconnect, you're going to start to fall asleep. But that is when your meditation begins, okay? So once you get into that disconnect and you feel that, you've arrived at meditation. Let meditation do its work on you. Once that happens, that's when meditation begins. You don't have to stay there for long. I just want you to know that that disconnect feeling you get is when it begins, okay? Then you can stay there for a little bit, just kind of see what happens to you. You don't have to sit in meditation all day. You can stay here. Sometimes that disconnect may happen in the first 2 minutes. Sometimes it may happen in 10, 15. Sometimes it doesn't really happen. Maybe you're wound up. But every meditation is different, and every meditation helps, okay? So once you get to that disconnect, I want you to sit in that for a little bit and see what downloads to you from your higher self. That's your spirit. That's your source. That's your inner guidance system. That's the Holy Spirit. That is your guide, okay? That is your best friend that you're trying to connect to, and you got to do it in this process, okay? Now, that's meditation. The next step that I want you to take is visualization, okay? I want you then to sit in a visualization, and I want you to see in your mind something that you want having already come true for you, okay? So if you want a new house, a new job, you see yourself being congratulated after the fact. Just see one simple scene in your mind, and that's it, okay? You don't need to elaborate it and go from one scene to the next. Just see one scene and make that one scene as vivid as you possibly can. Your what you hear, what you're seeing, how you're feeling on the inside. Okay, so this is our time to just sit, close our eyes, and visualize something we desire for ourselves. Now go ahead and begin. Okay, so now you take that vision of your future self and you seal it. And now you bring in your mind's eye, you bring yourself back to where you're seated right now. And before you open your eyes, you know that you have created this future reality, this future energetic field where you have seen yourself, you have felt the energy, you know what it feels like, you know what you desire. And as you come back into the now moment, all you have to do when you open your eyes is believe that the God of the universe will bring this to you in a way you don't know. So you get to live in faith. You get to understand right now that this is where faith is born. That this is the bridge that you now get to excitingly walk because it has been created. It is finished, my loves. It is yours. You open your eyes today and you know that this dream of yours is going to become a reality for you. All you have to do now is go live your life and do the things that you need to do to make this vision a reality. All you got to do is show up for your dream, one step at a time, one moment at a time, every day. Every day we're given the gift to wake up, to choose our dreams. And you won't get that dream unless you walk that path. But you trust, you get to live in this faith because you just saw what you wanted and the God of the universe will bring it to you. All you got to do is your part. Just show up, you guys. Just show up for your dreams. All right, let's open our eyes. I am so blessed to be here with you and to be your guide on this journey and to be able to bring together all of the knowledge I have, bring it here for you, to serve you these amazing tools. They're going to help you transform your life, you guys. I have goosebumps because this makes me so excited for you. I know what's in store for you, and I can't wait to hear what comes of this. All right, you guys, so much love to you and to our inner God, our inner guidance system. Namaste. Have a fantastic day, you guys. So much love to you. Mwah. Bye.